paid advertising or anything like that on YouTube. Obviously, that option is there, but it's not a requirement in order to get exposure of the content that you're putting out there. So we will go ahead and we're going to start off with some numbers. So, and feel free to post some questions in chat as we go. And if you want this document at the end of the meeting, I will post it in the Facebook group in the comment section of the recording. So, why is social media so important in our industry? How about the fact that 97% of the top real estate agents are thriving through their use of social media channels? So we're not talking just YouTube, we're talking about one or more social media channels. That could be your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your TikToks, Snapchat, any of that stuff. 84% of buyers use social media to search for homes, so the numbers speak for themselves. 76% of top agents generate leads directly from social media platforms. 54% of buyers found their dream home through an agent's social media post. So over half of the buyers started working with an agent because of their social media channel. 41% of agents secured listings thanks to their social media presence. So again, those sellers, maybe they like what the agent's putting out there. Maybe they like their YouTube channel and how they're presenting their properties. And they decided that this was the agent for them and called them up to list their property. Clear evidence of the seismic shift in real estate landscape over the past few years. The most successful real estate agents are embracing the power of likes and shares to build their brand, generate leads, and close deals. So we're going to look at some simple tips and tricks for your social media channel. And we're going to, like I said, focus on YouTube towards the end here. So we're all on it. I think the general consensus I hear is I'm never on social media, which that is fine. There's other ways to generate leads. We're not covering that today. Or you might be on it constantly through the day, but are you doing any income producing activity during that time you are on your social media channels, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever? So let's look at just a 30-minute daily social media strategy here. Most of you are probably spending at least 30 minutes a day on one or more social media platform. More than likely, it's a couple hours. Are you optimizing your time wisely, building your engagement though? Here's a 30-minute per day social media strategy you can implement for this year to get you rolling. So this is pretty easy, Can you spend 5 minutes just commenting on 5 people's posts in your in your audience? So I'm sure you're doing a lot of scrolling, maybe you're doing likes and things like that, but are you actually commenting? That's really what you want to be doing, even if it's something kind of small, like, hey, that's cool, or I really like this, or something like that. But comment on your audience's posts. 5 minutes, brainstorm, 1 post and 3 stories for the day. So put up a post a day and put up 3 stories for the day. The stories are the shorter little reels. At least focus on doing one or the other of these if you can, at least to get started. I think once you get started, you're going to find this gets a lot easier. Create a post and shoot at least 2 stories for 10 minutes. 5 minutes, post, upload your post, and 1 or 2 stories. So you're brainstorming, you're creating, and then you're posting. So you're just posting 1 post and or 1 or 2 stories. So this is pretty achievable in my opinion. And then follow. Find 1 to 2 target accounts to follow. This could be new contacts, friends, businesses, things like that. Personally, I like to get into various groups that are either related to things that I like to do or real estate. Most of my stuff is real estate groups. I find a lot of value in those groups. I like to see what agents are talking about. There's a lot of them sharing a lot of content for free of what they're doing to, build their business and things like that. So it's a great source, doesn't cost any money. Also, following friends and friends of friends and things like that, and building your actual, you know, uh, audience there in Facebook is important. And can you follow or connect with one or two people a day? I think that's pretty achievable. So after 30 minutes, you need to move on with your next task. Obviously, you're going to probably be popping on throughout the day, but if you're logging on for 30, or if you're allocating 30 minutes of your day towards growing your social media and you spend it doing these 30 minutes, log off after that and get back to your prospecting or whatever else you were doing. So you have to know some sessions are going to be more productive than others, and that's okay. As I always say, consistency beats perfection. So, just getting there and doing it each day, or maybe you want to do it just 5 days a week or something like that. If this is, a lot for you, set yourself, a goal. Okay, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be creating and connecting with my audience. I think that's a really achievable goal for you. Um, Do you have a mind block on what to post? What are most of your followers looking at? They're looking at the same stuff you're looking at. Pictures and videos of you, pictures and videos of your clients, pictures and videos of your pets. That's a popular one. Pictures and videos of your friends and family, documenting your life and work. Um, Documenting your life and work, I think, is probably one of the easiest for us if you are more of a private person and you don't like sharing a lot of what's going on in your personal life. Documenting your life and work is not a bad thing. Are you getting out there into communities? Are you talking about what's going on in the real estate market? Are you talking about new things that are happening in the community, new construction projects, new businesses going in? It doesn't have to be real estate necessarily, but it can be about the community. And when you're talking about your community consistently, people begin to view you as an authority in that community. And when you're sprinkling in the real estate posts, this triggers, thoughts in their head that you are the person to talk to if they want to move to that particular area. So think about that when you're kind of stuck on what should I post, and if you're stuck on, well, I don't really want to post personal stuff, and that's why I don't post, shift your mind over to, okay, what can I share about my community that would get somebody excited and or conversating with me about stuff. Post listings and sales sparingly, blasting, your new listing every single day on social media. I don't advise that. People get a little turned off with that. They want some authentic content from you. So try to stay away from that. But here are 4 easy posts you can do for every listing and sale. These are what I always recommend. So if you have a listing or a sale, you can, for lack of better terms, milk that for 4 pretty good content posts for your social media. So if you have a listing, the coming soon part of it, as far as sneak peeks of the new listing, I usually equate this to photo shoot day. Maybe you do a couple sneak peeks of the interior. Maybe it's a photo of the photographer taking photos, just to create some intrigue and, show people that you're out there working and doing things. So I like that one. Obviously, the on market day. So now you're presenting your finished product of your new listing. It has, all your drone shots or your walkthrough videos, things like that. Under contract, once you get it under contract, um, quick post about that. Oh, got it under contract, X amount of days, multiple offers, blah, blah, blah. This shows proof of ability to get a home sold. So again, if people aren't necessarily commenting, they are seeing that, you're doing awesome stuff to get it marketed. They like your marketing after you post it, and it shows your ability to get it sold in a timely fashion. And then obviously the sold part, again, you're going to provide some highlights of the transaction, maybe thank the sellers, um, maybe ask for additional business at that point as well. So those are 4 posts that you can use over the course of a month, 2 months, however long it takes to go from listing to sale. Um, Now, if you're on the sales side, you're representing a buyer, very similar. As you're out showing homes and things like that, can you do video shorts of neighborhoods you're working in with your buyers? People like to see that kind of stuff. They like to see various neighborhoods or aesthetics of certain neighborhoods. Maybe you're showing, some quick clips of some really nice kitchen remodels, some trending stuff like that. That's always easy. This could be actually some multiple posts. I don't know that you want to do that every single day, but it is a good thing to kind of sprinkle in, and it shows you're out there in the world working. Again, we have the under contract. We have inspection day. So that's a good one to post. Shows commitment to the client service, knowledge of homes, and then the sold. Again, same thing. Provide some highlights of the transaction. Thank the buyers. So those are, just 4 easy ways to kind of milk each one of your sales or listings that you have for multiple posts, not just one post. So short form videos. Don't focus on long content for your daily posting. And I think a lot of us get hung up on that, like, oh, I need to put something super valuable out there that's going to stick for a long time. That's for your YouTube channel. When you're doing your reels and if you're on TikTok and things like that, those are short form platforms. So those are quick videos, and I'm sure you're seeing the exact same stuff. You're not seeing a lot of really long videos. They're shorter videos that kind of capture your attention. Maybe they're funny, maybe they're informative, but they're not very long. So short form videos are easy for your audience to engage with and to share. Here's 3 short form video tips for your short term video platforms: TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts. If you didn't know that, they do have a short form video method now too. It's not just what we used to think of YouTube. They do have a shorts area now. Excuse me. So first, look at your life as content. Share your daily experiences, behind the scene looks, hobbies, interests to create real, authentic content. And I'm sure you can relate that to people that you like to follow or engage with or share posts of. This is what they're doing. They're sharing their life as content. Be brief and talk fast. Short form videos are all about quick, bite-sized content. Get to the point, speak quickly, and keep your audience engaged. And then experiment with new ideas. Short form videos allow you to quickly test new ideas, see what resonates with your audience, try out new format styles, or even just spontaneous content. So this is for your daily posting, not necessarily like a big production type thing. This is stuff that you can do on a daily basis to stay in front of your audience. All right, so how do you get your audience to click on your content? So here are 12 ways to get people to click on your content. So, and this can be within the actual content that you're talking about in your shorts or in a long video as well. And maybe this is the thumbnail that you have in there. We all see the YouTube videos where there's this super brightly colored, image with a little bit of text on it, maybe the person's face, and this could be some topics for that. So curiosity. So that would be, the secret to getting a home at in your price point or something like that. Authority. So expert name, organization, top tips for. Scarcity, exclusive insights on. Reciprocity, free guide to, and guides are easy to make these days, especially with Chat GPT. You can do downloadable guides and things like that super, super fast. Social proof, so tried and tested, on the topic. Urgency, last chance to discover. You know, that could be a decent one if you're focused on like new home construction and maybe there's only, you know, a couple models left for sale or something like that. FOMO, fear of missing out. Everyone's talking about consistency. You believe in X, so why not Y? Liking a personal story of triumph in dot, dot, dot. Contrast from zero to hero. Anchoring, top 3 ways to, and commitment, start your journey with. So you can use these, I guess you can call them topics or, you know, hooks to get someone engaged with your content right away. So these are the types of things that people like to click on that pique their interest. So if you're running an ad on Facebook or anything like that, maybe you want to put that in your ad copy or maybe even in your image when you are doing those types of things. Next up, 24 easy content ideas to start building your channels. So let's look at this as 2 bigger postings for the year. And I think this is all stuff you can do, and obviously you can change out some of these, but these are, you know, 2 posts that you can do, or a video, like longer form videos that you can do throughout the year. So, and I gave a little schedule of it as well, if you want to, you know, use that schedule or modify it or whatever. Again, this is just to kind of get you going. So can you do 6 local market stats? I think that's pretty easy. We all have access to data. MLS has data and statistics. car.org has a data and statistics section as well. You'll probably want to use the MLS stuff. There's tons of data sites out there where you can just get free data on, you know, what the local market's looking like. Literally the MLS is all you need. 4 things to do for spring, summer, fall, winter. So 1 posting per season. Who you are and what you've done, you know, that's creating a little bit of authenticity, showing people, you know, maybe your journey to becoming a real estate agent, or, you know, talking about things that have happened to you or things you've learned from being in the business. Top places to eat locally, top places for dessert, things you like about a particular neighborhood. Can you do 2 posts, 2 videos, you know, longer posts about particular neighborhoods that you're really wanting to be the authority in and start generating listings in? This is a really important one, in my opinion, this and the stats. Best local parks, top 5 books to read this year. 1 story about Thanksgiving. Obviously, you're going to post that around Thanksgiving. Maybe you have a funny anecdote or something like that. 3 popular kitchen trends for 2024. People love looking at kitchens and bathrooms online. Even just little things, you know, good design things that they put in there that are kind of unique, that are functional. People love looking at that stuff. Top 5 places to visit in California, 5 simple steps to increase your home's value. You know, I think these are all really achievable things. We all live in an area where we can generate content like this from very easily. We all have our favorite places to go, our favorite restaurants, things like that. Why would you talk about that kind of stuff? Because again, it's putting you in front of your audience, and you're not talking about real estate necessarily. So they're getting to know you a little bit, and they're seeing that you are working and enjoying the community that they want to live and buy in. So this would be the posting schedule for each of those. You see there's 2 of them each month. Maybe you alternate the local market stats, you know, every other month you're doing that. You can do it every month as well. I mean, that's probably even more advisable if you want to do that instead, or even doing a few more neighborhoods. But really you do want to focus on some specifics, you know, on the neighborhoods, ones that you know well, ones that, you know, maybe have some good turnover in them, so that there actually are some sales happening. I know some neighborhoods out there just really don't have a lot of sales happening, and in my opinion, they're not that great to farm. So pick ones that, you know, actually have some sales happening. And I know the sales volume has been low for the past year and a half, but you would be shocked if you go and start searching in the MLS and looking at different neighborhoods, you'll see that there are homes selling every single month or more in certain areas in your farm area. So find those neighborhoods and get to know them. Start farming those ones because those ones have a better chance of your content sticking and for you to get leads from because there's more sales happening in them. So I see lots of neighborhoods and areas that have 14, 15, 16 sales a year happening on the listing side. And so if you're trying to gear for listings, I would focus on those types of neighborhoods and just use the MLS for data. Go and do a search in there, active pending sold over the past 12 months, and pull up your areas and see what neighborhoods have the highest amount of sales and go for those. Pretty easy. So we're still doing good on time. YouTube for real estate agents. Okay. There's not a lot of agents on YouTube, and those that are, and a lot of agents do have like a YouTube channel that have just kind of died off. Ours is primarily real estate content. It's usually recordings of this, and then we also post shorts of our listings and things like that. But this is an easy, free thing for you to build your digital footprint. And what is your digital footprint? This is, how people find you when they search your name. So if you're going to do any sort of marketing, mailers or Facebook ads or anything like that, you can all but guarantee that these people are probably going to Google your name. And do you have any content that comes up when they Google your name? Well, YouTube will definitely come up, especially some of your videos, and especially if they have high view counts. So this is a free way to get business, and post your content on there. And you can take your content that you put into YouTube, your longer form video, and share that out to your other channels as well, especially Facebook. So that's a good way to get your Facebook audience coming to your YouTube channel and subscribing. So some stats. 87% of top real estate agents actively use YouTube to grow their business, and the results are undeniable. 72% of buyers watch real estate videos on YouTube before contacting an agent. That's a pretty astounding number, in my opinion. 72% of buyers are out there watching real estate videos on YouTube. 55% of agents secure listings directly from leads generated through their YouTube channel. So again, these are agents that are out there doing neighborhood videos and, best of videos, best restaurants, best parks, things like that, because they see that you are an authority in that neighborhood and they want to work with someone who is an authority in the neighborhood. 44% of buyers are more likely to choose an agent they've seen on YouTube compared to traditional marketing methods. So these numbers are pretty staggering in my opinion. So YouTube isn't just a platform, it's a relationship machine. You can showcase your personality, your expertise, and local knowledge in ways that flyers and open houses just can't do. This is where people connect with you. So here's some more statistics on just YouTube itself. So monthly active YouTube users is 2.5 billion users worldwide as of 2023. The total number of people who use YouTube is, what is that? 1.3 billion? That's crazy. Or is that trillion? That's a lot. 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. YouTube gets over 30 million visitors per day. Just think about that when you're creating your video and you're not spending any money on marketing it. You're just optimizing it and putting the content out there. There's 30 million potential eyes on it every single day. In an average month, 8 out of 10 18 to 49-year-olds watch YouTube. Now, 18 is a little young to be buying real estate. Not saying it doesn't happen. I know people who have bought their first home when they were 18. I don't know if that's so much of a thing anymore, but when you're getting into the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, and the 40-year-olds, 8 out of 10 of them are watching YouTube. So, why don't you want those eyes on your content, and why don't you want to be in front of them? By 2025, half the viewers under age 32 will not subscribe to pay TV service. So that is a dying media. 6 out of 10 people prefer online video platforms to live TV. The average number of mobile YouTube video views per day is, again, what is that? 1 billion? That's a lot. The average mobile viewing session lasts more than 40 minutes. This is up with more than 50% year over year. So this is a growing thing. YouTube's been around a long time, and maybe you didn't think that it's been still growing, but it is growing even faster now. Female users are 38% and male users 62%. User percentage by age, 18 to 24 is 11%, 25 to 34-year-olds is 23%, 35 to 44-year-olds is 26%, 45 to 54-year-olds is 16%, 50 to 64-year-olds is 8%. So, if you're trying to promote 55 and older homes and things like that, you're probably not going to reach the audience you want on YouTube. But if you're talking about kitchen trends and neighborhoods and things like that, even investment type properties, this is the buyer market. The 35 to 44, those are the people buying and selling homes right now. So if you look at NAR data, more than half of YouTube views come from mobile devices. YouTube overall, and even YouTube on mobile alone, reaches more 18 to 34-year-olds and 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the US. The number of hours people spend watching videos, known as watch time, on YouTube is up 60% year over year, the fastest we've seen in 2 years. And approximately 20% of people who start your video will leave after the first 10 seconds. So create a damn good intro. So if you don't have a good intro to your video, you've already lost their attention after 10 seconds. So that's why you see those flashy thumbnails. That's why you see, a really quick hook in the beginning of why you want to watch this video, or the things you're going to cover in this video. And then you'll notice that it kind of drags for maybe a little bit if it's a longer video. Those people, those content creators know that they have just a few seconds to grab your attention so that you'll continue watching the videos. So keep that in mind when you're making your content. Getting started with YouTube. I'm actually not going to go over this. I provided a link here if you want this doc to get a YouTube channel started. If you have a Google account, basically a Gmail email, then this is a very, very easy thing to do. It probably takes less than 5 minutes to get a YouTube channel put together. So this is a step-by-step guide to get it going. Playlists. So organizing your channel, in my opinion, is super important. So if you're just throwing videos out there and it's hard for people, and if you have a lot of videos on there, it can be hard for your audience to find what it is they're looking for. So you do want to break it up a little bit into different playlists. That way the content is easy for them to find that they want to watch, and they can watch multiple of the same content that they are looking for. So playlists are also very easy to do. This link right here, I believe, does show how to create some playlists, but it is not difficult. And then when you're creating your videos, basically you just check what playlist you want them to go in after you've created the video. So we have playlists on our channel as well, and it just keeps videos a little more organized. So you have to remember, playlists are good for video search engine optimization. So keep that in mind. That's because playlists can rank for the keywords that your audience is searching for on YouTube. So YouTube is a search engine for videos. I mean, that's really what it is. So doing some keyword research to figure out what people are searching for in your niche and create playlists based on those topics. How do you do keyword research? Well, there's obviously some tools out there for that, but really it's as simple as what would I Google to find this content that I'm sharing? That's what I think about when I create um, playlists and um, how I what I put in the description of the video and in the headline of the video is, if I was so and so looking for this content, what would I type into YouTube to find this content? So just think about it that way. It's pretty simple. Engaging YouTube playlists, ideas for real estate agents. I listed out a bunch of them here. And again, I'll share this link to this doc so you can have it if you want to mess around with this. But these are some playlists that you can get started with. And if you want to use these playlists to help guide you on the type of content you're going to make, or vice versa, if you have an outline of content you want to make, then organize them into these playlists so they can be easily found. But, some easy ones: neighborhood spotlights, home buyer guides, property tours and transformations. If you are doing any flipping, or if you work with any investors who do flipping, the transformations, people like to see that kind of stuff. Lifestyle and community. This is where you could put your, best parks, best restaurants, best dessert places, all that kind of stuff in there. And then I gave a whole bunch of bonus ideas as well. Q&A sessions, guest interviews, DIY home improvement hacks. There's really a lot of stuff you can put into YouTube, but you can focus on just, two or three or four playlists if you want, like these first ones up here, and really get your channel going and getting some content going in there. SEO hacks. This is an important part. If you're going to spend some time putting together a decent video, you want to optimize it so it can be found easily simply from people Googling, using Google or Bing or whatever, but also going into YouTube itself and searching for that content. So keyword research is king. vidIQ is actually a third-party service that integrates, I guess it's a browser extension for lack of better terms. It's a good one if you want to check it out. I do have some resources at the end of this. So 72% of top-ranking videos have a single strong keyword in their title. Keyword could be whatever. It could be, simply as the neighborhood that you're posting in. So um, it could be the city name, Carlsbad, Oceanside, anything like that, with homes for sale or a particular neighborhood in there. It could be something having to do with the kitchen trend. It could have, stats for Oceanside, California. There's things like that. So what would be the keyword? Homes for sale would be the keywords. The city would be the keywords. So think about that. And vidIQ can help you find that stuff and what's trending as well. Title it right. So there's always a title on the YouTube. Use 4 to 5 words. Those tend to perform best. For real estate agents, include your target keyword naturally along with the location and a benefit. So sample would be a stunning beachfront condo tour in Miami. Buy your dream home today. So this is what the total header would be in the video itself. Descriptions deserve detail. So videos with descriptions exceeding 500 words rank higher. Craft a compelling narrative. And again, you can use ChatGPT for this stuff. You can compose 500 words in about 30 seconds. Craft a compelling narrative using your target keyword, timestamps for the key video section, and calls to action like subscribing or contacting you. I also like to add in my other social media channels to every single video. And when you're setting up your YouTube channel, you can set it up to where that automatically adds into your video each time, so you're not constantly, typing it all out. Like, it just automatically adds it, and then you just add your filler part on top of that. So definitely add in your other handles to your Instagram and your Facebook and your website and stuff like that. Thumbnails, we kind of covered that. Eye-catching thumbnails with clear text and faces boost click-through rates. Use high-quality visuals related to your video content and add a touch of intrigue. I talked about those 12 things that you can add into that to make people want to click. So it'd be hidden gem, 300K beach house you won't believe. So tags are super important because they are SEO friendly. So when you're creating your tags, think about, again, what would I Google to find this video? So optimize with 3 to 5 relevant keywords, including variations and long tail phrases. Long tail phrases are the longer things people would search, or type into a search bar versus just homes for sale, Oceanside. They might put homes for sale in Oceanside with 3 bedrooms. That would be a long tail keyword. Target your city, neighborhood, and property types to attract local buyers and sellers. Hashtags, you can put in the hashtags. It is searchable on YouTube. Include location-specific hashtags, property type hashtags, and even trendy real estate terms. Engagement and everything. So if people are commenting on your YouTube channel, on your videos, which they will, respond to those comments, answer questions, encourage discussions to boost watch time and signal relevance. Agent interaction, host live Q&A sessions. YouTube does have a live version now, which, right now we're streaming live into our Facebook group, but we could also stream live into our YouTube channel as well if we wanted. Cards and end screens. Those are the little pop-ups, when you're watching the video, and then you'll see a pop-up that says, see more details about this, and then you click it, and then it'll take you to either another video or something else. That's what the cards and end screens are. And they're super easy to add in. It's a lot of just kind of clicking options when you're posting your video. And then the last is consistency. Like I always say, consistency beats perfection. Regularly upload high quality content to keep viewers engaged in, and the algorithm happy. So let's say you spend maybe a day doing a couple videos. You can schedule those out to post. You don't have to post them both that day. So maybe you have a goal for yourself to post 2 longer, better, higher quality videos to YouTube. Post one day and then schedule the next one for 2 weeks out, and then the next month do the same thing. So that way you're being consistent on your channel. And develop a content calendar, batch record videos, and schedule releases to maintain a consistent presence. So the content calendar is good. I gave you a calendar in the beginning here of basically 24 topics you can do for a YouTube channel. Again, maybe you want to modify it a little bit, but I think it's, a fairly simple content creation calendar that you can use. And maybe just one week, maybe it's this week, you want to focus on knocking out those 2 videos and just schedule them out. This is super important in my opinion as well. And this has to go with also website content if you're a blogger and that kind of stuff. SEO is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So this is not stuff that is like instant gratification. This is for long-term business growth because as all of your content seasons and it gets more and more views over time, it becomes more relevant and it becomes seen by more and more people. So by implementing these data-driven tips and consistency, creating valuable content, you'll attract organic viewers. What are organic viewers? These are people who are just finding your content by using search terms instead of paying for them. So we all like free leads. This is how you can get them, especially as a build, but you have to be consistent. It's kind of the same thing as mailers. If you just do a one shot on mailers and you don't get anything, and you're like, well, mailers don't work anymore. It's actually not true. It's you just haven't done it enough. So you have to be consistent. You have to stay in front of people for a long period of time. So SEO is the same thing. And then we'll finish it out with 4 resources. You can click on these within the doc if you want this doc. Channel Junkies, excellent YouTube channel geared towards real estate agents looking to grow their real estate channel. There's a ton of free content on there, a lot of tips and tricks, all easy stuff that you can do, 101 stuff and a little bit beyond. So yes, you might be a little uncomfortable in the beginning, but YouTube channels are an important aspect to our business. Especially if you can't pay for commercials on TV, this is how you get in front of people in views for longer term content. So vidIQ, they've got a free version of this. It's just kind of like an add-on to your channel. You just install it on your browser. I believe they also have an app for your phone. I don't use that. This is a good tool for optimizing your YouTube channel because it'll tell you what you need to do. Canva, if you're not using Canva for your real estate business, I highly recommend it. It's free. They do have a premium version, but it is free. They've got a ton of templates on there. You can have flyers on there, social media posts, and YouTube channel thumbnails. You can also, create a brand look for yourself. Use that. They'll size it properly for your YouTube channel, your Facebook business page, your LinkedIn, all of your stuff. You can have like the same look, and that you could just resize each of it. And so no matter what channel your audience is on, they'll see the same branding all the way through. So Canva is an excellent tool. It's pretty easy to use. There's a slight learning curve, but there's also a ton of tutorials and stuff out there about that as well. And then lastly, Leo Luna turned me on to CapCut because I am not a good video editor. The one inside of YouTube is fine, but if you're trying to make something a little more high quality, it's a little, I don't know, it's a little difficult to use in my opinion. So CapCut, he turned me on to that, and let me tell you, that is a really, really easy video editing tool for even somebody who does not know the first thing about video editing, which is me. I was able to put out a pretty high quality video with really nice captions the whole way through with CapCut. It was free, didn't cost me any money, and it really did not take me very much time at all to edit that video I made. After I edited it, then I uploaded it to YouTube, and that was it. It was a great looking video. So all 4 of these are free for you to go and learn how to use YouTube. Obviously, there are paid versions of it, so you're not going to get 100% of the content on each of it, but it is all free to get started with. So I highly recommend, checking those out. Maybe you have some as well that you use. Maybe you want to share them into our company Facebook group for others. If you have, specific add-ons and things that you like to use for your video editing or, producing high quality images and things like that. So hopefully this was a benefit for you to kind of get your, your mind going for marketing this year. This is free stuff you can do. So if you don't have a big budget, this is very, very easy stuff that you can do. All it does is take time. It's either time or money, right? This one is a time thing. So if you're investing a little bit of time into prospecting and you don't have a budget to spend on Facebook ads and, Google pay-per-clicks and things like that, focus on your social media, focus on a YouTube channel. It's free and it works. So hopefully that was of help. You can always schedule time with me one-on-one to go over certain things. The link is in my email signature. It's also in the back office, riserealtyoffice.com. And if you have any questions or anything, let us know. We'll talk to you next week.